Hello everyone, this is the Kitsune Hawk, and as you can see, I fail at recreating Toho. Anyways, today we are going to take on the 4th Circuit champion. Hey there, I have to warn you. Love Johnny Thunder. Me and my car are ready to win any race, but good luck anyway. Which, he speaks with an Australian accent in one of the LEGO games, I can't remember which one, so that's why I give him an Australian voice. So anywho, this track may look familiar to you. It is indeed Desert Adventure Dragway. The 4th Circuit is the 1st circuit, but mirrored. Of course, not much has changed. The course is no more different than it is simply mirrored. So really, the only difference is that, your memory may be a bit off and that might lead to a couple of mistakes, but for the most part, the only thing different about the last 3 circuits is that the courses are done in reverse order and that they are mirrored. So in this case, it's going to begin with Desert Adventure Dragway, and it's going to end with Imperial Grand Prix. Now, Johnny Thunder, he has an interesting little attack pattern. It's very similar to Redbeard in that he will go right after red bricks, but he usually waits to pick up at least one white brick. Johnny Thunder is very fond of using the grappling hook, which is actually a pretty neat little power-up. I don't really see it very often in other racing games. So yeah, if you do find yourself being near Johnny Thunder for quite a while, best bet is to put up a shield. For I do believe any level shield will counteract a grappling hook. Also, is it just me, or does it look like that Sphinx doesn't have a mouth? Actually, and because I didn't show it off previously, I want to take this little path for a bit. That obelisk right there, it will fall over on the 2nd lap. And, whoa, most unnecessary warp ever. Well then. Alrighty. So we're on a good start after our last recording with Basil the Batlord. That was what? Well, at least I got 2nd place, I'll say that much. Had to go back and do it again so I could get my favorite car set in the game. Because I love the car parts that come from Basil the Batlord's set. Johnny Thunder's is actually my 2nd favorite, so that's good. We get to get my 2 favorites in a row. Also, I don't think it's possible to get this shortcut on the 1st lap, because you wouldn't know the combination. In this case, what was that? Was that red, blue, red? Almost said red, blue, white, yellow. RWBY needs to come out sooner. Gotta wait until RTX this year for the next season of RWBY, but that is not relevant. For now, red, blue. I screwed it up. It was red. What is this? No matter, I'm making really good time anyways, because Magma Marathon is a pretty short track. So yeah, because Johnny Thunder isn't as aggressive as Basil the Batlord, it's kind of a letdown that the difficulty is gonna just hop downward for the time being. There will be another circuit that has an aggressive host. And yay, we get to go through this. But, yeah, Johnny Thunder is not as aggressive as Basil the Batlord, and to a lesser extent, I honestly think Redbeard uses red bricks more than Johnny Thunder does. Alright, Dark Forest Dash in the reverse. What clever magic is this? And yeah, I don't know why it did that little pause at the go, because it did that in the last, no, not episode 3, it was episode 2, I think, in Amazon Adventure Alley, where it just froze for a second. I don't know what causes that. I guess it could just be because of my recording software or something. I don't know. My laptop is like really, really weird. And is it just me, or is Basil the Batlord's car set, is it a little bit slower than the other ones? Because I can't remember what determines a car's general speed. I think it may just be the chassis that you pick. But it always seemed to me that Basil the Batlord's, anything you make with Basil the Batlord's chassis was a little bit slower than usual. I don't know, maybe I'm just imagining things. Which is ironic when you think that Basil the Batlord is one of the most aggressive racers in this game, and his car set feels slow. There's an irony to be had in that. Also, is it just me, or does the reverse map for Dark Force Dash, does it look like a turned over cow to anyone? Or is that just me? The map of Dark Force Dash just looks like a cow to me. And when you put it upside down, it looks either like a tipped over cow or a bunny. I'm not sure. It's kind of cute, actually, for lack of a better word. And, ooh, great, I can see you coming up on me, Johnny Thunder. No, no, no. You're not getting near me. Keep your Australian self away from me. Alrighty, so another first place win. We are doing very, very nicely, if I do say so myself. And now, we literally go back to square one. Imperial Grand Prix. Mirrored. Yay, I can have turbo! Again in reverse! Whoa, the box crate? I don't remember the box crate being that close in the normal version of this track. Because as far as I know, I don't think there are any edits to the tracks made when they're mirrored. But I swear, the crane there, it feels closer to the track than it does normally. As for Imperial Grand Prix, still easy as ever. Though I have to admit, I think it kind of looks better reversed. Just a thought. So yeah, oh yeah, something I didn't say back in episode 3 when we did Basil the Batlord circuit. The first track of that, Night Marathon, as I said, it's the only track without a shortcut. Well, apparently, if you were to hack into the game and look at the map data, it turns out there are item bricks in places completely inaccessible to the player. So it means that at one time in the beta development of this game, that Night Marathon actually was supposed to have 2 shortcuts. I don't know why the developers cut it out, because really that makes it the only course without a shortcut, but it's interesting trivia. There's one more thing about this game that you can find by hacking it and looking at the raw data, but it won't become relevant until much, much later in the LP. And, wow. Johnny Thunder, you come after Basil the Batlord, but this is almost effortless. I mean, I'm being as aggressive as I was with Basil the Batlord, and... wow! Johnny Thunder, are you letting me win? You Australian Chuck Norris, you. Alright, 120. So we get to celebrate again with my failed Toho Lego minifigure. And Johnny Thunder is so awesome, we don't get his car set. Oh no, sir. Johnny Thunder has agreed to give us his car set, complete with a wink. God, Johnny Thunder. Amazing man. So that does it. 4 circuits done. We only have 2 more and then the final race. So, I'll see you guys then.